Archangel Michael says, when your name was spoken aloud, something shifted in the unseen realms. It was not just a sound, it was a force that rippled through hearts and minds, causing those who thought they held power over you to crumble. Their control slipped away the moment your name echoed in the air. You may not have felt it immediately, but the spiritual chains that bound certain situations around you started breaking. A voice, trembling with emotion and desperation, carried your name further than you could imagine. It awakened divine movements that even your strongest adversaries could not stop. That moment wasn't planned by human hands, it was orchestrated by heaven itself. Forces that once whispered against you suddenly lost their grip. What was meant to trap you is now turning into the very reason you'll rise higher. The name that was spoken became like a fiery wave rushing through darkened corridors. People who thought they could manipulate your destiny found their plans burning away. Every hidden plot, every quiet scheme began collapsing like fragile glass under the weight of truth. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, a trembling energy is now surrounding you, guiding those who doubted you into silence. The one who spoke your name unknowingly opened a door they cannot close. This is the turning point where control no longer belongs to them. There was fear in their eyes when they realized what had been unleashed. They tried to cover it up, to hold their position, but their strength drained like water slipping through their hands. The moment has passed, and nothing can be reversed. Your name carries divine weight, and heaven has marked it for protection. When it was called out, angels gathered like a storm, reclaiming every piece of your life that was stolen or denied. Nothing will ever be the same again. Those who once thought they could play with your destiny are now watching helplessly. They cannot grasp why everything they built to control you is collapsing overnight, but heaven knows, and heaven is acting. Type Amen to get blessing 444. From this moment, unseen hands are lifting burdens from your path. What you were not told before is now coming to light. People who stayed silent for too long are being compelled to speak, to reveal truths long hidden. A powerful shift is taking place around your relationships. Some who pretended loyalty have been exposed. Others who distanced themselves from you will now find themselves drawn back, unable to ignore the pull of your name. When your name was spoken, a spiritual fire swept through circles of influence. Agreements made in darkness are being dissolved. Manipulators and deceivers are scrambling to find footing, but it's already too late. This is divine justice unfolding. What was once locked away from you is returning. What was meant to harm you is now breaking apart, scattering like dust in a strong wind. Type Amen to get blessing 555. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Archangel Michael says, heaven is watching every move they make now. Every word, every action is being weighed. The power they once wielded over you has vanished, and they cannot understand how quickly it happened. You are being lifted into a position they never wanted you to reach. The path that was hidden is clearing, and steps that were blocked are opening before you like unfolding gates. The time of silence has ended. Your name is now being spoken with awe, reverence, and even fear. What they whispered in shadows is now echoing publicly, exposing their own secrets. You are no longer invisible, you are undeniable. This is not a moment to shrink or hesitate. This is the hour to stand tall, knowing heaven is backing every step you take. Your destiny is no longer in their hands. Type Amen to get blessing 666. From afar, voices of support are rising for you. Strangers will soon recognize your worth and bring opportunities that others tried to block. The divine signal sent out when your name was spoken cannot be silenced. Those who worked in darkness are turning against each other. Their unity has shattered because heaven's light has pierced through their plans. Even those who never defended you before are stepping up, compelled to speak in your favor. Each moment now draws you closer to a breakthrough that felt impossible before. The chains of control are not only broken, they are melting away, leaving no trace. A fresh beginning is unfolding before your very eyes. The heavens rejoice as justice breathes new life into your story. Angels are surrounding you, clearing debris from your path, making way for restoration that cannot be denied. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Every person who spoke against you is feeling a strange unease. Their voices falter because divine truth is pressing down on them. The lies they spun are unraveling faster than they can contain. A spiritual storm has been unleashed, not to destroy you, but to tear down walls built to trap your destiny. The energy they once used against you has turned on them, scattering their power. From this day forward, your name will not be spoken in vain. It will only bring forth divine intervention, favor, and miraculous openings. What once brought pain will now deliver blessings. Archangel Michael says, "You have been chosen for this redemption." The moment your name was said aloud, your story shifted into alignment with divine purpose. Nothing can pull you back into darkness now. Type Amen to get blessing 888. This is just the beginning of an unstoppable transformation. Every hidden attempt to control you is surfacing for judgment. Every unseen betrayal is being confronted by heavenly forces. Soon, you'll witness a reversal that leaves even you in awe. People who tried to erase your voice will find themselves silenced. Those who doubted your strength will see miracles surrounding you. The time of restraint is over. The universe itself is responding to your name, opening doors and paths that lead to a higher calling. You are stepping into a light they cannot dim. Your story is being rewritten, not by human hands, but by divine decree. The sound of your name has become a weapon against oppression and a key to victory. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Even as you read this, movement is happening behind closed doors. Discussions are shifting in your favor. Decisions that were once denied are being overturned. People who dismissed you before will soon be reaching out with apologies and offers they never thought they'd make. The hold they had over your destiny has slipped permanently. This is a sacred turning point. The moment they lost control marked the birth of a new power rising within you. That power is unstoppable because it flows directly from the divine. Heaven is declaring that your name is no longer bound to past struggles. It is now tied to breakthroughs, victories, and blessings that cannot be taken away. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. You are not stepping into this alone. Angelic hosts are surrounding you, guiding you safely into a realm of influence they cannot touch. They can watch, but they cannot stop it. Every whisper, every secret attempt to harm you is being dragged into the open. The fear in their hearts grows daily because they know they can no longer manipulate the outcome. From this moment, divine protection shields every aspect of your life. Nothing they try will succeed. Every curse spoken over you is breaking apart like shattered glass. Archangel Michael says, "Rejoice in the strength of your name, for it carries the seal of heavenly favor." Your steps are now guarded, and your destiny is unstoppable. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. Archangel Michael says, "A great wave of unseen energy has already been set into motion." The moment he said your name, heaven registered every suppressed tear you've shed, every silent night you endured. Now the spiritual balance is shifting in your favor, and no force on earth can reverse it. Even the ones who mocked you in their hearts are trembling because the divine spotlight is exposing their intentions. Each hidden conversation where your name was spoken with malice is now echoing back to them, heavy with consequences they can no longer escape. This is the divine reckoning they never thought would come. Your destiny has been untangled from their hands. Every rope of manipulation and deceit is being burned away, leaving only your true path shining bright. The fear they feel is not of you alone, but of the heavenly fire backing your every move. They lost control the instant your name resonated with heaven's judgment. It was like thunder striking their plans, scattering their confidence, and leaving them powerless. What they thought was their victory became the doorway to their downfall. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. From this moment forward, the air will feel different around you. Opportunities that seemed locked away will start presenting themselves without struggle. You will walk through doors others tried to slam shut in your face. People who once avoided your presence will find themselves drawn to your side, compelled by a divine force they cannot explain. Those who betrayed you will find themselves confessing truths they swore they'd never reveal. The unraveling has only just begun. Your name now carries a weight that reaches beyond human understanding. Every mention of it shakes foundations of lies, forcing hidden realities into the light. Heaven has declared it, and earthly powers must now bow to it. The dark energy that surrounded your life is dissipating rapidly. Angels are sweeping through your environment, removing toxic influences, and cleansing every trace of spiritual residue left by betrayal. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. Archangel Michael says, "You were never meant to be under their control. The struggles you endured were only temporary trials designed to refine your strength. Now, every injustice is being flipped into a stepping stone for your elevation. They can no longer pull strings behind the curtain. Their influence is shattered because divine justice has arrived. The chains that were meant to keep you small have broken forever. Voices that once spread rumors are choking on their own words. Lies are collapsing, and truth is blazing through every shadow they created. Your name is now shielded by divine flames, untouchable by malice. From now on, every plot hatched in secrecy will be exposed before it reaches you. Angelic protection has fortified your life, making it impossible for them to regain control. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The energy of transformation is swirling around you like a whirlwind. It is not chaos, it is divine order breaking through limitations. Old doors are closing, but only to make room for gateways that lead to freedom and victory. Even as they watch you, their fear deepens. They know something bigger than themselves has intervened. Their desperate attempts to hold on to power are slipping like sand between their fingers. The person who spoke your name that day was unknowingly guided by a higher force. They triggered a release of blessings long overdue, and now nothing can stop the flow. That moment marked the beginning of a divine avalanche in your favor. Archangel Michael says, "Rejoice, because what is being prepared for you surpasses every hardship you endured. You are stepping into the chapter heaven always wrote for you." Type Amen to get blessing 1717. Your victories will not just be quiet achievements. They will be loud, undeniable manifestations of divine favor. Even those who never believed in you will have no choice but to acknowledge your rise. People will whisper your name, not in schemes or betrayal, but in awe of the miracles surrounding you. What once brought them comfort in controlling you will now bring them fear, knowing they cannot stop what heaven has decreed. Every tear you shed is now being repaid in multiplied blessings. Every delay is turning into accelerated breakthroughs. Where there was once silence, there will now be songs of triumph. This transformation will not just be personal, it will ripple outward, changing lives connected to you. The power of your name, infused with divine justice, will bring healing and restoration to others as well. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Even in places you've never been, your name is traveling ahead of you. Influential voices are beginning to speak on your behalf without you knowing it. Doors of honor are opening where you least expect. People who underestimated you will be startled when they see how high you are being lifted. Their own plans will backfire as they watch favor surround you like a shield. Nothing can stop the divine movement that has begun. The moment he said your name, heaven dispatched angels to secure everything tied to your destiny. Spiritual battles were fought and won in unseen realms, ensuring you will never be bound again. Archangel Michael says, "Walk forward with confidence, knowing that your rise is sealed by divine command. No opposition can prevail against what has already been declared over your life." Type Amen to get blessing 1919. The tremors caused when he said your name have not stopped, they are growing stronger every day. Those who once thought they could control the narrative are now caught in their own tangled web. Their every attempt to regain footing only pulls them deeper into exposure and defeat. Hidden conversations are leaking out. Private meetings that were meant to plot against you are unraveling under the weight of divine revelation. The moment your name entered the spiritual atmosphere, secrets began to pour into the light without anyone being able to stop it. Now, whispers travel faster than silence. The energy surrounding your life is louder than ever before, and even those who never sided with you can feel the shift. There is an undeniable recognition that heaven has stepped into your story. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven has sounded the alarm." This is a battle you no longer fight alone. Angels are stationed around you like a fortress, ensuring that not a single arrow can pierce your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. In the days ahead, strange but divine events will occur. People who were never brave enough to defend you will suddenly feel compelled to speak the truth. A chain reaction is unfolding, breaking down every wall that once separated you from justice and abundance. Your name is now spoken in reverence among unseen realms. Darkness trembles every time it is uttered because it carries the sound of victory. Every mention becomes a hammer breaking the chains of old curses. Those who tried to write you out of important chapters of your life are losing the ink from their pens. Their authority is dissolving because divine order has stripped it away. You are reclaiming everything stolen. Even those who pretended to be neutral can no longer hide. The moment he said your name, it became impossible for anyone to remain in shadows. Truth demands that all masks be removed. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Archangel Michael says, this season will not end quietly, it will end in your favor with a thunderous roar of triumph. Heaven is rewriting every page of betrayal with golden ink of divine restoration. Where they expected you to fall, you will rise. Where they anticipated your silence, you will speak with power and authority. They thought they could mute your destiny, but your voice is now unstoppable. Miracles will begin aligning one after another. Financial breakthroughs, reconciliations, and opportunities will chase you down because of this supernatural shift. What they denied you will be handed over willingly. Even as they watch, their own alliances will crumble. Betrayal among them will surface because darkness cannot hold unity when divine light is shining so brightly. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. The moment your name was spoken, an irreversible decree was made in heaven. No human can overturn it, and no scheme can bypass it. You are walking under a mantle of victory that cannot be stripped away. Every effort to manipulate your destiny will now turn into exposure. Every trap laid for you will spring on those who set it. Justice is not just coming, it is already here, unfolding before their eyes. Archangel Michael says, your tears are no longer silent prayers, they are powerful commands that summon angelic armies. Those armies are dismantling strongholds that have held you back for years. The fear in their hearts is growing because they sense what is coming, a divine unveiling that will lift you above every storm they created. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. Even as you move through ordinary days, extraordinary things are taking shape around you. Documents, decisions, and declarations that once excluded you are being altered with your name etched at the center. People in high places will begin to recognize your value without needing persuasion. It is a supernatural magnet pulling favor and honor into your hands. The one who first spoke your name unknowingly triggered a heavenly countdown to victory. The momentum of this moment is unstoppable. You are stepping into a season where divine intervention becomes your daily reality. The past cannot touch you anymore. Every shadow of oppression is dissolving under the brilliance of divine justice. You are free, and nothing can reverse what has been spoken over your destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. This transformation will not only silence your enemies but also inspire those who have watched you endure pain with grace. Your journey is becoming a living testimony of heavenly power breaking earthly chains. Even those who doubted you most will seek your guidance and forgiveness. They will stand in awe of the victories unfolding in your life. Archangel Michael says, rejoice and walk boldly into the blessings being poured out. You are no longer the target of control, you are the beacon of freedom that others will follow. Every step you take from here carries divine light. That light will lead you into places of influence, abundance, and peace they never wanted you to reach but cannot stop you from entering. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. The ripple effect of that single moment is spreading further than anyone imagined. When he said your name, it wasn't just a sound in the air, it was a call that reached heaven's throne. From that instant, the hands that tried to control you began trembling, and now they cannot hold on to anything. They watch from the shadows as divine winds sweep through your life. Everything they tried to tie down is being untangled effortlessly. They are powerless to stop the blessings breaking loose like a dam finally giving way. You were once silenced, underestimated, and pushed aside. But the sound of your name shattered every invisible barrier that surrounded you. It announced to heaven and earth alike that your season of captivity had ended forever. Archangel Michael says, "Stand firm because your name is now protected by divine flames. No weapon, no plot, no whispered threat can undo the decree that has been set over your destiny." Type Amen to get blessing 2626. A flood of revelations is approaching. People you never suspected will begin confessing the truth because they can no longer bear the weight of their secrets. Each confession will bring you closer to full restoration. Even those who have remained silent out of fear will speak. Their words will unlock doors that were bolted shut, releasing everything that was withheld from you. The power of this moment continues to grow stronger. Your name has become like thunder in spiritual realms. It echoes through every hidden chamber where plans against you were made, scattering darkness and summoning angelic intervention. This is more than justice, it is divine compensation. What was stolen will return multiplied, and every scar you carried will transform into a mark of glory. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Everywhere you go, unseen forces are preparing the way for you. Hearts are being softened, obstacles removed, and opportunities lined up. The hold others had over your future has been broken permanently. People who once tried to dim your light now find themselves exposed under its brightness. The moment they lost control marked the beginning of their own undoing. Even their alliances are crumbling. Those who conspired together cannot trust one another anymore. Suspicion and fear are eating away at their unity because heaven has fractured their plans. Archangel Michael says, "They can watch, but they cannot interfere." Your path is shielded by divine authority, and every step you take is guided toward victory. Type Amen to get blessing 2828. You are now walking in a realm where miracles flow freely. Doors will open without explanation, favor will arrive without request, and blessings will pour in without struggle. The power of your name is being recognized by forces both seen and unseen. What once caused opposition now summons breakthroughs. Even your enemies will not understand why they feel compelled to step aside. The shift is so strong that people who never intended to help you will become instruments of your success. Every word spoken against you is turning into a stepping stone that elevates you higher. This transformation will not be quiet. It will be visible to all, leaving no doubt that divine intervention has overturned every earthly limitation. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. As days turn to weeks, you will witness impossible changes unfolding rapidly. Legal matters will shift in your favor, relationships will heal unexpectedly, and wealth that bypassed you before will now find its way to your hands. Even those who thought they escaped accountability will face consequences. The moment he said your name sealed their downfall, and now divine judgment is catching up to them. Your journey will become a story people tell for generations, a story of how heaven broke chains and lifted you above every attempt to destroy you. Archangel Michael says, this is not a temporary victory. This is the foundation of a lifetime of divine elevation, and nothing can tear it down. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The sound of your name will continue to carry power. It will reach places you've never set foot in, stirring hearts, unlocking resources, and calling forth miracles. You are stepping into territories your adversaries claimed you would never touch. People will be astonished by how rapidly your life transforms. They will struggle to understand it because it is not human effort, it is pure, unstoppable divine force. Even as you rest, heavenly warriors are working on your behalf. Alignments are shifting, opportunities are being placed before you, and protection is surrounding you like an unbreakable wall. The one moment that shattered their control has birthed a future filled with victory, freedom, and endless divine favor. Type Amen to get blessing 31.